Hello, xin chào mọi người. Mình là Kuroki Kama đây. Oh, ok.
Rain cutter. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Roll splat. Barbados, guide us. My apologies. Go and splat.
Ui dồi, ping cao á.
Wind, hear me. Rain outlines your fate. Take flight.
Stream lag quá. Giờ sao nhở? Đỡ lag hơn chưa? Làm sao cho hết lag bây giờ? Đỡ hơn chưa?
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Có lag nữa không vậy? Hình như vẫn còn lag đúng không? Xin từ từ. Đỡ lag hơn chưa? Hình như vẫn thế nhở. Hết lag chưa? Ừ? Mạng chán lắm. Mạng chán thật sự luôn. Nó cứ lắc 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 gì ấy. Hủy cái gì nhỉ? Hủy cái này đúng không?
Barbados, guide us.
Nếu bị lag quá thì bảo nhá.
Snow. Remember, tend to your boots when we return. Wind, hear me! I swear by my sword! Barbados, guide us. Submit! Give up. It's nothing. Go as planned.
đúng rồi, lag, nó lag thật sự. Ping cao. Cả OBS nó cũng lag nữa. Xem setting nào. Kệ đi.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Để chỉnh lại setting nữa nhá, đợi tí. Không chỉnh được. Phải tắt stream mới chỉnh được nhưng mà hết lag chưa? Làm nhiệm vụ của ai bây giờ? Ừ đúng rồi. Hay là đổi lại nhá. Alo alo. Đỡ lag chưa? Đỡ hơn chưa? Không, vẫn lag lắm. Alo alo, chưa? Xanh rồi này, binh xanh rồi này.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Đỡ chưa? Thấy vẫn lag. Ồ, ok, đúng rồi, cho wifi.
We have work to do.
Sẽ cố qua Inazuma sớm. Sẽ cố. Giờ làm nhiệm vụ. Lag phải chịu thôi. Này do wifi rồi.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I lost him pretty quickly. As long as Master Jean is here, there's nothing.
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean...
That is true. But on the other hand, anyways, oh yeah, he was at Wagner Smith. You should go ask him. Maybe he has more news about our stranger.
Xem xét dí hả? Rồi kệ tôi, chắc chắn là tôi không bị đâu. Dạo này mạng bị sao, có phải lỗi cho tôi đâu. Tôi vô tội.
What? You need something? Here, I remember him. He showed up, but can't say I've heard of any of the material. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that if the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
Hey, she'll share. Anyway, let's go to the inn.
Đỡ lát hơn hẳn này.
All there is to the craft.
And a radish veggie soup.
Đỡ rồi nhỉ?
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles. Have you seen a...
That I have. He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders. I don't know anything else about him.
And what's Master Deluxe
Why, I just gave it to you. Quite.
investigating everything?
If you're looking for that gentleman, he ordered. There's too many raucous patrons on the first.
Ok. Đến. Ở đâu?
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's...
Ai đây?
Wow. He's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Well, that...
So... guess...
Mệt quá.
That little one beside you.
That's not true.
It's indeed a good thing to have some... My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some... Sure.
Đơn giản thế.
He was so cold just a moment.
But I will require advance payment. 500 more. The 500 is a one-time fee. And that's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind...
Ah, thank you. Now as for my questions, the answer to a question says nothing about right. I only wish to know what your choices are. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that... I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? Question. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used it. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? Now for my this world has people who gain. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is your answer. It seems that you're different from him. I'll take that 500 mora. And, that said, I only like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this
Lát cái này
world.
phải chịu thôi, tôi không biết sao được.
I have come to Mondstadt this time while on
An Abyss Herald?
an even more twisted abyssal being, one that commands the Abyss
Oh, that's right! We just been we haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid. It's possible that they may have been.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or some. Uh-huh.
That manner. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? Let's meet up at the temple.
Một số cô dấu. Sao có cái dấu.
This abandoned temple does bear some the Falcon of the West, though it can soar in the wind. Hmm?
Này.
children, come.
Oh, what
Oh, no, no. In fact, my old friend...
a gift for Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so... When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, that simply won't. Fortunately, I have not yet grown... Oh, did my friends never mention? I will not go into too much detail, but subspace... The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an Adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from... but that's enough nostalgia for now.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we...
Oh, settle down now, children. What's more, I doubt that you would... Well, for starters, I require some... You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies.
Đúng rồi, yên bình
And
thật.
if you were lucky, but almost no one has been able to find shimmers, so even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adept... Goodness knows if that child...
Well, since you're an Adept,
Yes,
Sao
I
à?
suppose...
she counts? How come there are some...
Oh, maybe so.
I'm back, Granny.
Không phải sao mà là
I don't believe we've met.
Ah, allow me to do the
Yanfei.
honors. This
Yanfei.
child here, Yenfei, I believe you've already heard of the trial.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith. You became one of Liua's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect before finally defeating an ancient god together. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact
Yenfei
details
nói nhiều
and
thế.
office address. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at...
All right, Yenfei, all right. You'll have to excuse Yenfei. She's always...
Paimon was gonna ask the same...
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you kind
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even
Không chơi
contributed
liên
towards the
minh.
wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny,
Chưa
I've
mai
gotten
đi,
a hold of
chưa
most of
mai
the stuff
chơi
you
mình nhá.
asked for, except for Smaragdus. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any.
Is that so? Yenfei, are you sure you can't find...
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already.
Whoa, that's a really...
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. And so, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem. But it's
Wow, an Adeptus best we be a little more...
Sao? Chưa mai có chơi không? Ê, bách hợp Lily.
Hello, Mr. Krusel.
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to...
You're too kind. I was simply doing...
Well, yes, Miss Yanfei. Might I presume that you have an interest in the hair...
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses it, in return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine.
Guaranteed genuine? with 10 times the value payable.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance.
In that case, might you know where Monsieur Chow lives? We'd like to pay her.
Oh, of course. She wrote her.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell.
Okay, let's go. Ở đâu vậy? Sao không thấy đường lên? Đây.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there some...
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? My associates and I are very interested.
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right. I spent so much money on them. If I have to... My family is in the ore business too. But business has been... We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be... That's what the hairpins were for, to...
Hello.
Well, to keep up a bit, but now that I've lost the hairpins...
Why does Paimon have a...
Would you really? I
Okay,
sent a
then
commission to the
bye.
Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just...
Huh?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? True. Though she...
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear. Furthermore, the contract also expresses, and given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount...
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid...
Did you really have to pause before saying that? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check...
Please. Please, however much it is, I will have to pay it. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep cross...
Yes, legally speaking, it seems... So hold on a moment, Monsieur Chow. When you first touched the hairpins...
What did I feel? Well, my family has seen much jade pass through it.
Smooth to the touch. No, it's nothing. I just need...
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. You lost them?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly, I am.
Mora? Do you have any... I just don't... Forget it. Talking...
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite.
Of course. Genuine article...
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll...
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise...
Please wait, Monsieur Chow. It's not convenient to speak here, so...
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
No. What I wanted to talk about is... There is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins...
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone... I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found if mere mortals come into contact with it. Well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a... Monsieur Chow, did you at any time...
No, not at all.
Now that is strange. If I have deduced correctly, he may still have.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit, and then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Child pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere.
so vivid that Paimon thinks it might be
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them.
Well then, since you're so...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow.
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Feels like Yansei is even more...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been anywhere commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this map...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay, and I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so
Học
many
học lái xe hơi hả? Xe ô tô hả?
It's all out of brain juice again.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract.
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem, I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would...
Why, hello there, honored customer.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell enlisted your ore processing services recently?
A Snezhnayan I do remember that. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be... He was quite generous with his money, too, so I'd... Why, yes. It was my first time...
Thank you, sir. Well...
If my eyes don't deceive me, yes. It's not particularly rare. I've heard it said that Smaragdus Nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite.
A thin layer of separation.
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shapes.
Is that so? So, did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come just...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across these two stones actually look very similar. Somewhat, there may be only a subtle difference for the casual view, and I'm sure a significant difference in the...
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's...
Đỡ lát hơn hẳn nè. Tốt.
Try your luck betting on Jade? Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record.
Then I have no further questions.
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr.
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident. Just a...
With this hard evidence to back...
On the contrary, this is If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Sinxie. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith.
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complex. As such, legal advisors like myself.
So you help them make sense of the law.
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices. You sound surprised. Knowing the law, oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus.
Again, with that casual...
Well, that's that then.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the club
have no further trouble from then on? Yet has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you...
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. The design of the hairpins that he gave me, this order was on hold for a very long time.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be...
Miss Sinxie, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he...
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials. Mr. Crossel wasn't very... I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as smaragd...
Thank you, Sinxie. Now, could you...
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor...
Why is everyone's first reaction always...
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need
the weirdo with the...
Because... only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that smaragd. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our...
Trời tối chỗ này đẹp phết.
Please, show me your prescription.
My. To what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our... And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well. Now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here,
đúng
might I
rồi.
inquire? Some charlatan peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask...
Smaragdus jadeite? Why, the Seven Mountain Treatises states that it is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision... Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write...
That is indeed the case. If you would...
No trouble at all. It's just a single document, But after I gave him my reply... I wonder, Miss Yenfei...
you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Giọng của Baizhu.
That Baizhu guy is as weird as ever.
Đúng rồi, dạo này mạng với ốc sao ấy.
Or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baizhu's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation?
Yes, my investigation.
Wonderful. Well then, please.
Of course. Mr. Crossel, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material... Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid...
Material evidence? What I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus gem.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. This is a processing record from the Jade Mist...
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything?
Thế chơi liên minh đi, mà chơi liên minh đi.
In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus.
That's an unsubstantiated.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Looks like our first piece of evidence.
Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it?
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
Thì nó chơi cứ chơi.
You know, you could be right.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall, Traveler, would you do the honors?
What?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite. Mr. Crossell, were you
I had
No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope. However, I'm sure that the ministry... Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigation.
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr.
Huh? No, I...
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus J... You do understand, Mr. Crossell. Your answer, please.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now.
I admit it. I confess. But I'm a victim in all of this, too. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite, and I was worried that someone would see through it. Which is why I only dared to rent...
Exactly! If they weren't the...
I didn't want to either. But when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, if word got out that I sold it...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed...
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract...
20%? That's a...
There's no need. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake...
Ms. Giuseppe...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for...
What? But
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should...
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony.
Well, yes.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that...
Actually... Mr. I could see from the hairpins you produced that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join forces...
let me think for a moment.
Tốt.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost... even though the solution didn't involve...
The right solution depends on your The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented an Adeptus. Speaking of, Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue...
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay
Trưa mai mày có rảnh không? Trưa mai chơi liên minh này.
Ah, you've returned. Good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get...
Oh, you. All right, then. Go...
I'm off, then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose... I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever...
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish...
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Dắt phây dễ thương vậy.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Indeed she is. Yanfei might be overly garrulous. Liyue is not... All right, then. Let us speak of this no more.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
It is but a single tea... There we go. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, take these blueprints with you as well.
Wait a minute, Granny!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already...
Ồ, mở được ấm trần ca nè. Yeah, nice. Em suy nghĩ. Cái này đi. Oh yeah. Nhiều cái hay thế. Cần phải làm xong cái đấy mới đi vào được. Nhưng mà cái này khó lắm. Có Naku hả? Ok. Không cần gì. Cái chỗ dance sleeve này không yếu lắm. Đặt ấm ở ngoài đất này. Từ để thử lại. Đây. Không được kìa. Không được kìa. Không được kìa. Nè, nó bảo là cần hoàn thành nhiệm vụ sau đây. Dance sleep kìa. Xem có nhiệm vụ thế giới nào để làm không. Nhưng mà yếu lắm, đánh không nổi. Thì... đánh cái hoa chỉ thị địa mạch gì thôi. Thắng di vật hả? Ôi rồi. Thế cũng
outlines your fate. No, my sword! My apologies. Yeah, embrace the ice. Whirling snow. So unthinkable.
Đúng rồi.
I swear by my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Go as one.
Bốc thánh di vật lên hả? Ồ, nhìn thấy thánh di vật nè. Chán đi chưa? Mực học sĩ hả? Bên võ nhân. Ờ... kẻ luôn đày cuồng chiến. Võ nhân này. Đây là kẻ luôn đày. Đang chính là như thế hả? Đồng hồ tấn công. Võ nhân. Mũ tấn công. Mũ võ nhân. Toàn HP. Ok. Vũ khí của mỗi cây này. Tấn công nè, để tăng sát thương vật lý. Cây này trâu hơn. Khoan về thằng nữa. Hay giác đô sĩ. Ok. Đây này có cái này ta muốn hỏi. Đây này. Mấy vũ khí này nên dàn cái gì bây giờ? Set 2 thôi hả? Đang phân vân giữa mẫu cổ hoa với kiếm bạch ảnh. Đam chính à? Ok, được, dàn mẫu cổ hoa nha. Dàn mẫu cổ hoa. Ok. Không, no em không có cung mạnh. Chưa có đăng cung mạnh. Mẫu cổ hoa. Mẫu cổ hoa. Không có ai dùng trọng kiếm cây nhỉ? Ok, hiểu rồi.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Hay đi luôn nhỉ? Làm luôn không? Quay luôn thôi. Không được thì thôi. Ok, quay nào.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the abyss girls look like. Do they look something like the abyss mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Không giúp được cũng không sao. Tự đi cho nó quen chứ.
My apologies. Whirling snow.
Barbados, goodness.
Ok. Tí đổi vũ khí của Sinh gì đúng không? Ok.
Wind, hear me.
Lắp full tấn công cho Jin và nâng lên 16 thánh như vậy đúng không? Ok.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gua. Go as one! Go as one! I swear by my sword! Go as one!
Cuồng nhân ấy, giác đấu sĩ hả? Rồi la.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Có nhân cùng chiến với giác đấu sĩ. Ok.
Your life is mine. Don't waste my time.
Take flight. Yeah, Kamisato art. Sumetsu. No, my sword. My apologies. Yeah.
Barbados, guide us.
Có nhân cùng chiến.
Just a
Tức
few
là
abyss
bộ
mages.
2 thôi hả?
Seems like that hair of the abyss. It is chaos. And that is why even the dragon of the and the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the...
You seem to know a lot about the...
Well, I suppose that's as far as judging by the traces I'm following. Perhaps we may find our abyss hair...
Xong rồi. không có võ nhân nào. Chiếm luôn. Giáp đấu sĩ hả? Giác đấu sĩ là gì? À đây không có. Cùng chiến với lại võ nhân nữa. Võ nhân đây. Ok chưa? Tấn công rồi, nhìn chỉ số phụ kìa. Nhìn kìa. Ok chưa? Đập lên hả? Ok max. Nhưng mà hết ấy rồi. Còn không? Còn ít à? Ồ, ngon, lên sát thương bổ kích. Wow, được luôn. Hết rồi. Cái này thôi đấy nhá. Tính. Ok, tấn công lên 700 mấy. Lang lãnh hả? Đây.
for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolf, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion. All right, let's go see if that.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that? Floating. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably.
May cũng không phải đánh sói. Ôi.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Rain outlines your fate.
I swear by my sword.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire. Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Give up. Submit. Barbados, guide us.
Have you finished searching?
Ừ đúng rồi. Khá là tốt.
I searched around these parts, but they were left behind by Abyssme. It seems that we should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy...
But now we're out of leads.
Lông
Are
vũ
we
hả?
going to have to give up?
Ok.
No. There is... Let's get a move on then.
Whirling snow! No, my sword!
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis, but I suppose that this place... In fact, the first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old...
Huh? But Paimon remembered...
Don't think too much about... Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed... If the Abyss Order is interested in this let's go see what the situation is at the...
Ôi giời ơi.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Go as one! Take flight! Sakura swirl! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Wind, hear me. Go as one! My apologies.
Don't waste my time.
Không có nguyên tố hỏa khó đánh quá.
Leave it to me.
Hình lại lag rồi sao?
So in the end, we still...
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys. Once upon a time, yes.
You know, Dean, where are they now anyway?
He no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too...
Oh, is that how it...
I still have something...
Yep! And hey, once you find your sibling, we Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is... either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be some... Whichever it is, we can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Whoa, Dean moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Ok, đọc thanh quy vật lên đúng
Can
không?
you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people.
Ok, đồng cảm xin.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time. My traveling companion brought... Me? I merely followed my traveling companion. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here?
Thật á? Đổi được hả? Hoàn
No
từ.
peace to be found.
Sao đổi?
Even for a single dandelion.
À. Sao cốt truyện cảm giác nó cứ đác đác kiểu gì ấy.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean you're... But how could that be? You only touched that thing...
Perhaps that dandelion bears... As for why...
You're saying so...
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy. At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing, yes. And this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're...
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again. After all, I did
Mi chó toàn làm game đác đác như này thôi hả? Kinh vậy. Hôm nay tới đây thôi nhá.